All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back with another video, another lesson. All right, title of this one's going to be called Response. I block all news outlets. It's too much. All right. And I really came up with that title, but I got this video from off TikTok, and I think this was yesterday, I recorded that video, and Jake said he blocked all news media outlets because it's too much, and that was going into the he's really talking about the with the plane crashes and different stuff that's happening around the world, even in the bad stuff that's happening, and that's a lot of our people downfall. They're not Salakia. They're not they don't want to be up to date with things. They think the world's just supposed to be all good, and the world's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. Ain't gonna be cookies and cream all the time. And some people can't really handle all of the all of the bad things that's happening right now. I think it's bad for their mental, what they see on the news, which is really just it's information. And then some of the stuff just is a lot of the news outlets. That's a fear tactic they use, and a lot of stuff is false. It's not really, they made it up. And there's a lot of false news narratives out there. But I'll let the video play. And then we'll get some scriptures and Lord willing that's edifying.
Outlet. Every news content creator, I had to get rid of them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I could literally watch myself wither away within these next couple months or years watching this. I can't do it. Yo, I just had to block every news outlet. Every news content creator, I had to get rid of them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I could literally watch myself wither away within these next couple months or years watching this. I can't do it. Yo, I just had to block every news outlet.
You look at the comments. Muslim Jake, is getting to him, man. Daily Mail was so annoying. It's overwhelming, draining, and depressing. People say they're going crazy just looking at the news and everything that's happening. So I wonder how they're gonna be like when real trouble comes. When they see in hell in the streets. A lot of people they're gonna unlie themselves, man. Because we never in America, and I say we because we live in America. We never been through no troubles. Like these third world countries. They go through wars and famines and stuff like that. Different civil wars. America never really been through nothing like that. We had the Civil War, back in in like the 1800s, but real civil war is gonna come. People gonna be in the streets, unaliving one another. So how are they gonna be when times coming to that, man? People been blocking news outlets, but let's
I had to block every news outlet. Every news content creator, I had to get rid of them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of
Jake losing it. But the scriptures say, we got to be circumspect, we got to be vigilant. It says, let's get 2 Esdras 9:1. Okay. It's 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 1, and it reads, he answered me then, this is the prophet Ezra. Okay. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we see it, the Lord is doing it. Okay. But it says, measure thou the time diligently, man. You gotta look in the news. It's not gonna be always, good. It is gonna be bad. Stuff is happening around the world. Take us for example. We don't even, I don't go to the CNN and the mainstream media news. We go to alternative news. There's nothing but bad stuff on that. end time headlines, the People's Voice, Natural News, different, these different news media and other news sites, There's nothing never good on there, but, the Lord put that spirit on us to do that because we're the men of the, we believe we're the men of the Lord, all right, who are preaching His word, okay? So we got to go through, they're looking to the news. You got to, look and sometimes watch the news, Let's read this in the, see what the GNT says. Real quick, second just 9:1. It says, He answered me, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, it says you will know that the time has come when God Most High, right, will bring judgment on the world with He has created, and the Lord's bringing judgment. That's why you're seeing these, these different plane crashes and stuff like that, catching on fire and, buildings exploding, stuff like that, man. People, dying out here. Judgment is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua coming on the people, especially His people. Let's get Luke 20:21. All right, Salakia. Oh man, Luke 21:34. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Right, the day is gonna, it says the day of the Lord is gonna come like a thief in the night. A lot of y'all gonna be caught off guard. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. And I'm just thinking, they wouldn't listen to us. Well, they don't. They see us out in the highways and hedges. They may stand there for 5 minutes, but they hear what we preaching. Ain't nothing but, judgment come. What we preach, they say is fear mongering, but, ain't nothing but, what we preach, ain't nothing but, doom and gloom, if you want to say that. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Look at this, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always. So you got to watch, man. You're going to have to get into the news, Well, that's us. These jakes, people in the world, they're not going to do that. Some, they know what's going on, but others, they just rather be ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, right? Watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man, right? We want to be accounted worthy, man. To stand before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So we got to watch and pray always. That's why I wrote watchman. The duty of a watchman is to watch out for danger, watch out for evil. In these modern days, yeah, we look into you got to look into the news. You got to go into articles. Got to read. Got to research a little bit. Which that stuff is really fun, in my opinion. It is tedious work, but it's fun also because you learn different things, man. What's going on. When I'll tell you this: when I was in the world, I didn't go into the news like that. I didn't even care about the news, But now I'm in the Lord, woke me up to His word. I'm in the news almost every day. Looking at different articles, seeing what I'm going to bring out. I may go into something after this lesson, Lord willing. And He put the Spirit on me. So this is the work that we are called into, man. 1 Peter 5:8. Okay. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, you got to be vigilant, man. Get that word vigilant. Let's look it up real quick. Vigilant, it says, keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. You see? And when you, in TikTok is like really, you could say it's a news outlet, because people, they get the real story before, these mainstream media, because people got phones, so they can record on site and see and upload it. You don't got to wait for CNN or CBS or NBC or ABC, whatever. These different news media outlets, man. Fox 45, if you have that, or Fox 13, wherever you at. You don't got to wait for the news to give you a chopped up story. You can get the real story on these different news media outlets, man. And on TikTok, because on TikTok, a lot of people, they're there, so they can record and upload it to their, straight to their page. Planes crashing into each other, catching on fire. You know, we had, or what? I say what, 4 planes crashed, you know, this past couple days. One in DC, one in Philly. Yeah, like one catch on fire in I think it's Chicago. You know? So hey, the Lord is bringing judgment upon the world, man. Salakia. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So you gotta be vigilant, you know? And that word sober, it says in the Greek is nepho, to be sober, to be calm and collected in the spirit. So we're not moved by these things, you know, because we know what's going on, right? We know what's happening in the world. We know why these things are happening. Okay, so we're not, those of us who are in this truth, which is a blessing, you know, by through the Spirit Yahweh Shemi Shah, we're not moved, you know, we're not afraid of these things happening because we know what's going on. But people in the world, they're moved by this. They're fearful. Okay, they're losing their minds. Now they're scared to fly. You know, which the you know, you shouldn't. Well, I ain't gonna say you shouldn't be getting on planes anyway, but you see that before all this stuff been happening, there been planes falling out of the sky. You know, last year planes was crashing down. You know, now it's just more out there. You see, but it says to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. See, circumspect. We looked that up earlier. I did a video earlier. Circumspect means wary, unwilling to take risks. Circumspectly. Okay, circum means around, about, and specere in the Latin. I think it's Latin. Yep. Specere means to look. Okay, so look around. Be keep your head on the swivel. You know, watch your surroundings, man. That's what it means. Okay. And let's get this, Romans 13 and 11. So Jake, you know, they're in a fearful mindset. And that's what Esau wants, you know, because it's gonna come with what? The first, before we read that, let's get 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yeah, the day of the Lord is gonna come it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. Okay, it says, for when they shall say, Salakia, a little excited. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You gotta come in with that peace and safety. Let's see what it means. Okay, peace and safety, right? A state of national tranquility, exemption from the rage and havoc of war. It says peace between individuals, i.e. harmony, concord, security, safety, prosperity. See? What does this word mean? I can't even say it. No, not the show. Whatever. But it says, because peace and harmony make and keep things safe and prosperous. See? So that's what they come with. That peace and security, safety, prosperity. Okay? This is what they're gonna bring. You know, they want people in a fearful mindset so they can bring the peace and safety aspect. Oh, we got the solution. Okay, everything's gonna be all right. You know, we got the right security for this. Okay, peace and safety, firmness, stability, certainty, undoubted truth. We have the undoubted truth. You know, the starting with our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. It says security from enemies and dangers, safety. Okay, so it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You know, and that's what's going to happen. All right, so let's get that Romans. Back to that Romans 13. All right, and 11 it says, and knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. You know, it's time to wake up, Jake. Get out of that slumber you in. You know, it says, for now, in that spiritual slumber, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You know, the day of the Lord is getting closer. Okay, and the salvation of the elect is on the way, and Lord willing, we're of that number, man. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. It says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. Let's read this in the GNT. All right, then we're going to end it. Romans 13 and 11. It says, you must do this because you know that the time has come for you to awake from your sleep. For the moment when we will be saved is closer now than it was Salakia. For the moment when we will be saved is closer now than it was when we first believed. The night is nearly over. Day is almost here. Let us stop doing the things that belong to the dark. This is written over 2,000 years ago. This was Paul writing to the saints in Rome. So how much more now, man? Okay? This goes to myself too, right? It says, let us conduct ourselves properly as people who live in the light of day. No orgies or drunkenness, no immorality or indecency, no fighting or jealousy. But take up the weapons, the spiritual weapons of the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, and stop paying attention to your sinful nature and satisfying its desires, man. Okay? And this goes for all of us, even myself, man. You know, when we battle against the flesh, with the spirit and the flesh battle against one another. But it is high time to wake out of sleep, Jake. You know, so you know these Jake, they're not gonna really, listen to that. But us, we know what time it is, man. Okay, we know what's coming down the pipe, and we gotta, stay on our watch. Now some of them gonna, wake up eventually, but until then, we gotta continue to preach and teach His word, man. And stay faithful and stay prayed up and stay watchful. So I block all news. I should have put all news media outlets, but I block all news outlets. It's too much, So Lord willing, you was edified. All right, through the Spirit, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We don't give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will, you was edified. All right, till next video, I'm going to say, Lord willing, Shalom.